welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If so, you can subscribe. The button is always down below. And today's video is going to be another empties video. Of course, got my bin, and I've noticed since I started using a bin with my stuff, I accumulate way more stuff. I've also, with the first part of quarantine at today's current date, which is May 28th. We're, I think on Monday, supposed to be in phase 2, but funny because I've talked to some people that live in California and they said that their malls have opened, like people I follow. And me in New York, I live in northern part of New York. I know I'm getting on a sidetrack, I always do that, but we're just about to enter phase 2, but they're saying our malls could possibly not even open until 2021. I mean, I'm not going to a mall anytime soon. That just seems like the germ pool of, yeah, that's such a germ pool. But it's just interesting how different counties, different states are doing different things. Like, we're all opening different things at different times. My county, our numbers have been pretty low. I don't know. We're not going to get into that. I'm sorry for doing that, but today's an empties video. What I was trying to say is in the first part of quarantine, I felt like I was using up a lot of stuff, but then I went off that sidetrack. Sorry about that, but yeah, today's video is an empties video, and I feel like my bin just looks really full, so it's time for an empties video. So let's just get right into it. If you haven't seen an empties video though before, it is basically where I talk about my trash, the products I fully used up, and I give you like mini reviews on them. So I'm really excited about that today, so let's just get right into it. First, I'm just go off with the biggest product. The product is at the top. This is the Herbal Essence Hello Hydration. I feel like I've mentioned this a lot on my channel, especially recently. I've used up a lot of these. I've used up another shampoo. I can't remember if I used up a shampoo or conditioner in the last empties video. I feel like I mentioned this last month, but I did use up another, and I wouldn't repurchase this. I have another one to go through that was under my sink, which is good because I was like deathly low with my shampoo, but I wouldn't repurchase this after I finish that one. I think I'm gonna go for something different just because I feel like I haven't been loving how this makes my hair feel, so I kind of want to get it off of this and try something new. Another hair type product is the Amika Nourishing Mask. I don't have any hair masks in my collection right now, so I need to pick up another one. I got this one at Marshall's for, I don't even remember how much, I want to say $16, where this probably retails for like 30 something. And this is their Nourishing Mask with sea bucklehorn berry. It's supposed to just be an intensive conditioning and repairing mask for all hair types. This smelled really good, which all Amika products smell really good, and I used up the entire tube literally, and it just smells so good. It was really good. I would put this on before I got in the shower. It recommends that you can put it on in the shower, and I've done that before and let it sit on, but I always felt like I lost track of time when I did that, and I also felt like I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't as effective, so I would put it on before the shower, let it sit on for 4 to even 10 minutes, and I just felt like my hair was super soft after using this, so I definitely need to get, I don't know if I'd repurchase this one, but I definitely need to get another hair mask in my collection because I need that. Next is this mask that I'm pretty sure I got from Sally's. This is the Sia Natural Feel Acai Berry Sheet Mask. I use this in my pamper routine that I did recently. I'll link that down below or in the cards. And I like sheet masks. I'm not really picky with which ones I try. I don't use them too often because they aren't like the kind of mask you put on, you walk around your house and you're all good to go and you can just do whatever. It's not one of those, but it is nice and it is hydrating, and I felt my skin was super hydrated after doing something like this, so I do like it. And if I were to go to a Sally's sometime in the far future, I would pick something up like this, but it's not something I pick up on the daily or on the regular, you know what I mean? Like, sheet masks are sheet masks, and there are some I really like. I've tried the, what is that one brand? There's this one brand where I've tried, oh, BioBell. I've tried a lot of their sheet masks. I love their sheet masks, but it's not like something I get for the regular. It's not something you use on the daily or even on the weekly. It's kind of my pamper essential. So yeah, probably when I repurchase this exact brand, but sheet masks in general, I would repurchase for every once in a while. As you can see, I don't do this in any sort of order. Next, I used up the Secret. This is something I would not repurchase. This is the lavender one. I have nothing against Secret, I just don't love this deodorant. I actually tried a spray natural deodorant that I really liked, so I'll probably end up purchasing that. I'm just trying to get off Secret. I have another one that I'm trying to go through, but honestly, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling Secret anymore. I just want to get rid of all my deodorants. ugh. I just hate Secret, kind of. I kind of do hate it. Like, it's just not good. It gets stuck in your clothes, especially when you wear black clothing, and not feeling it. So yeah, don't like it. I think this one isn't empty, but I think it's expired, I believe. This is the Aquaphor Healing Ointment. I had this on Accutane and I used a crap ton of this, like literally almost all of it, but it recently went bad and I just felt like it didn't really do much. I like Aquaphor and I would recommend it for anybody that is on Accutane, or if you have chronically dry lips, like really dry lips, I would recommend it. It's really good, and it's even good. I know a lot of tattoo artists recommend it for after you get a tattoo. I know when my brother got his tattoos, he always used Aquaphor, and that's what they recommend it for. But I personally probably wouldn't repurchase this unless I were to get a tattoo, which I don't really see happening, or if I needed something like this. I think this is a good lip balm if you want something super hydrating. This is actually the ointments, not necessarily the lip, but this is like the #1 recommended one, and it's one of the top Accutane recommendations you will ever see. So definitely recommend it for Accutane or things I just mentioned, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it myself unless I really need something like this. Next, I've had this since I was 17 years old. I know you're like probably like, Katie, how did this not go bad on you? I have no idea. And honestly, yeah, I literally don't know, but this is Taylor Swift Wonderstruck. This is their, this is her rollerball for it. I had this since I was 17 years old. I am about to turn 25. So that's insane. This perfume honestly gives me so many memories because this was my favorite perfume in high school. I still even like the scent now, post high school, almost post college, which is crazy. And I wouldn't repurchase this. I don't even know if you can buy this, honestly, but this is my favorite Taylor Swift perfume. Like, yes, it is. But yeah, this is so nostalgic for me, and part of me wants to just save this for the nostalgia purposes, but part of me is like, no, don't be a hoarder. So yeah, I don't even know if you can buy this, but I probably wouldn't, even though I love the scent. Next, I used up, I thought it was full for a second. This is the Drunk Elephant Peptide Cream. Protein polypeptide cream. This is basically a like moisturizer for morning, night, I guess. And I really liked this moisturizer. I thought it was nice, but it's not something I would repurchase because it's hella expensive. And I always said that I won't probably ever have this again. And then my mom was like, hey, do you want the sample or sample size product? And I was like, of course. And I do really like this moisturizer. It was very moisturizing, but this is hella expensive full size, so probably won't repurchase. Next, I used up the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I would not repurchase these right off the bat. These are fine, but they're supposed to exfoliate, tone, brighten, and they're alcohol free. They're good for sensitive skin. Personally, I just wouldn't repurchase these because I didn't really love them. I love my Trader Joe's pads way more. And these just, I felt like didn't really do much for my skin. I was kind of just using them when I wasn't using my Trader Joe's one. So these kind of took forever to use, and just not a fan. This is like one of the First Aid Beauty products. I don't really see much for me a difference in it. So probably wouldn't recommend this or even buy it myself again. Next, I used up this Cucumber Melon Bath & Body Works Shea Invited Me lotion. I had marks all over the side of this, which, can you see that? I think so. I wanted to track my progress. I started doing that in 2018, I believe, fall of 2018, and then I kind of wrote the mark recently, and this is a scent I believe they don't make anymore. And by the way, I'm sorry, it's getting dark. I don't know what's going on in the sun today, but it's a mood. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a scent they don't make, but I know they bring it back to the semi-annual sale, but I'm trying to get off Bath & Body Works products and stuff. I have a billion of the lotions, and I mentioned this in my unofficial Project Pan video that I'm trying to use up Bath & Body Works lotions. This is one of the ones I was trying to use up, and I did and stuff, and this probably honestly went bad because I think the badge code on it is talking about 2011, so that's great. Yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this. It's only available during the semi-annual sale, I'm pretty sure. I think when they bring back all the scents, it comes back, so like once a year. But I honestly wouldn't repurchase it because I have so many lotions to go through and I need to not be buying lotions, so there's that. Okay, so this is like a really good mask, and I had like a pot set of these. So there was, I think, 6 of them, but this is the Way Golden Root Purifying Mud Mask. I really like these. I wish they would just sell these in like a big tub or a big tube, because I really enjoyed these, but they don't, and I don't really feel like buying them in these little pots, because you can only use them like once or twice, and then they're like garbage. So I don't know if I would like buy it in the set that it comes in, if you know what I mean, but it was like interesting to try, I guess. Okay, so next I have a few different moisturizing type products. First is the Ren Skincare Ever Calm Day Cream. I think I mentioned this in my Project Pan video as well, and this was okay. This was nice. I didn't love it. I thought it was really thick, and I just didn't really love it. For day cream, yeah, it was pretty thick, so I didn't really care that much about it. It was okay. It was a nice moisturizer. I kind of just used it up to use it up. So yeah, wouldn't repurchase. I used up the Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I love this stuff. I had it in the limited edition packaging, which I think is super cute. This is one of my favorite products from First Aid Beauty, if not my favorite product from First Aid Beauty. I think this might be my favorite product from First Aid Beauty now I'm thinking about it. And I did really love this, and I've repurchased this, I want to say 3 or 4 times at this point, but I am going off it for a while because I kind of want to use what I have. I don't have that many like day moisturizers, but I do have stuff to use, so I don't want to just go out and buy it. But I do think this is really nice, and I would recommend it. And just one of my favorites, like a priming moisturizer, but it has like a glow to it. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I've used it in a lot of my recent videos, so if you want to see it in action, you can check out any of those. But yeah, I would highly recommend this. One of my favorites. I always go back to it eventually. Then I used up the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tigerist Cream. I wasn't really sure what this does, but I think I used it for a night moisturizer. I wasn't really a fan of this. I didn't really like it. It smelled kind of weird too, so I'm not a fan, and I won't repurchase this. Next, I used up the Morphe Setting Spray. I have mine in this fun limited edition packaging. I got obsessed with this. Now, I completely understand why people love the setting spray. It's such an ultra fine mist, which I liked about it, and it's just so like beautiful. Like, it makes your skin look like just amazing, and I really liked this and stuff. Like, I felt like it really, I don't know if it made my makeup last, but I really liked it, and it like just made my skin feel good. And I love setting spray. I actually don't have any setting sprays on hand right now, but I really like this, and I do need to repurchase this eventually. I just haven't right now. It's kind of expensive, and I feel like you go, like, I think I got this in maybe January, so I guess it did last, like, I think you used this up in May, so it did last like 5 months, which I guess is pretty good. But I feel like I want to wait for it to maybe go on sale, or to get like a deal coupon code with Ulta. So yeah, I would repurchase this, just not right this second. So these are also not empties technically, but they dried out on me. So these are the Steel Glitters and the minis. And I honestly I've kind of gotten off of Steel Glitters. Like, I've fallen out of love with them. I just don't love them as much as I used to. So I have Smoky Storm, Plum On, and then Diamond Dust. I honestly have stopped purchasing these. I have taken them off my loves list or any wish list I have. I don't aspire to get any more of these. I feel like these are just like something that aren't like huge anymore. Like, I feel like most people just try to get a foiled look with their eyeshadow how it is. I feel like most people don't like go for these anymore. Like, I feel like these are just not as common. I do have a few shades that I still love, but I'm gonna keep my Steel Glitter collection a lot smaller. I know I did a picture of these recently, but I noticed after like maybe a week later that these are super dried out. You can kind of tell when you look at the wand. You can kind of tell when you look at the wand and stuff. They're just super dry. And I'm getting glitter everywhere. But yeah, I wouldn't repurchase any more of these and or buy any more of these. These are kind of things I don't use on me very often. So I used up another Real Technique sponge. I kind of just cut it open to see what it looks like on the inside. It's always like frightening, like how it can go from looking brown to looking like orange. little bit. And I do have another one of these sponges. I can't wait for Marshalls to open and stuff so I can see if they have a 4-pack so I can stock up on these sponges. They're my favorite sponges ever. I've tried so many sponges. I've tried the Beauty Blender. I've tried Sona Kashuk sponges. I've tried the L'Oreal sponge. I haven't tried the Morphe sponge, but I've just fallen in love with Real Technique sponges. And honestly, you don't need to spend too much on a sponge. Like, I believe you can get 4 of these sponges at Marshalls for like $10 or $20. So there's no point to spend a lot on sponges, but I did use that sponge up. It's time to go on a new one. I think they recommend you switch your sponge out every 3 to 6 months. I usually do it 6 months to a year because I just find as long as you're cleaning your sponge regularly, it's fine. So this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I basically use this all up, and this is honestly not lasting as long anymore, so I think it's going bad. So yeah, I use this one up, and yeah, it's not nothing I'd repurchase. Every time I've gotten this, I've got it for $10 on sale, and I don't think primers really do anything, especially eye primers do anything anymore. Like, I find as long as I like put on concealer, set it really well, I feel like my eyeshadow does last all day. So not really a fan of primers anymore, and if I got one, it would be a drugstore one because this I just don't think is worth the money. I actually want to try out the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. But yeah, I wouldn't repurchase that. I also have the Healthy Foundations from Physicians Formula. Mine like doesn't have a wand in it anymore, and this is empty. I've scratched the heck out of this and the wand just broke off, so that's fun. But this foundation you can't even buy anymore, but I've stopped buying Physicians Formula products because they are not cruelty free. So yeah. But at a point, that was my favorite foundation. I'm still looking for a foundation that's similar to that. So if you have any recommendations besides the NYX Born to Glow foundation, let me know. Okay, so I have a cleanser. This is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This is basically the most basic cleanser you can use. I originally was like, I need to get off this, and I do feel like maybe I need to get off this because it does have alcohol in it, and I'm just not a fan of this, and I feel like it does dry out my skin. But I've also heard that like the alcohol is so far down on the list that it can't possibly dry out your skin. It has a lot of like ingredients, like cetyl alcohol is apparently supposed to hydrate your skin. So honestly, I'm really going on and off. I'm on my last bottle of Cetaphil, and I'm deciding if I want to get something else or not. I haven't decided yet, but I like this. I think it does cleanse my skin nicely, but I just don't know if I love it, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know if this is it for me. My skin has been looking pretty clear recently and stuff. I know I talked about this in my acne video, but my skin does go up and down with hormonal periods, but I definitely don't break out like I used to before Accutane, of course. And I don't know if I repurchase this. Usually I try to get this at Costco because you can get like, I think 2 or 3 of these for a good price. So that's usually where I buy mine, but I don't know if I will repurchase it, if that makes any sense. Next is the Trader Joe's tea tree pads. You know, I always repurchase these. I'm on a new thing of them, and I always have to have these. These keep my skin clear, and these help treat my skin, which I always like, especially during a breakup period. And these are just the best. If you haven't tried these yet, you need to. You can get a 2-pack on Amazon. And then also I would just recommend going into Trader Joe's, especially if you're already going to be there. If you do like some of your shopping there, definitely would recommend. Next, my mom gave this to me, and I used up this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Way Liquid Concealer. This is not in my price range, so I would never buy this, but honestly, I'm not like a fan of this. Like, it has like the sponge tip, and then you put on your eyes. This just didn't have the best coverage for the price. So I know Charlotte Tilbury is kind of more of the no makeup, and that's just kind of not my style. Like, I like to look put together, and I like to have a little bit of coverage. I think I prefer more medium coverage, and this is more light coverage. So I just would never buy this on my own or ever again. And then I used up the Lashcraft Volume from Sephora. I just don't really like this mascara, and I keep getting it in samples, and I'm just like, stop, no. But yeah, wouldn't recommend this. I just don't really love it. It's super clumpy, and that's just not the vibe I go for. So yeah, found another Stila glitter. This one was in Painted Lady. also dried out. Definitely wouldn't recommend. Also used up the Pure Love Yourselfie foundation. I really like this. I would consider buying this full size. I would probably go down a few shades because I had to make this work. I had to mix it with a lighter foundation, but this gave great coverage and didn't break me out. It didn't make me like look bad. It was very great. Loved this. I got this in an Ipsy, I think February's bag. Okay, now we've gone on to the candles. As you know, I have been lighting candles every night in honor of the healthcare workers, which was, I believe, started by Ronan Rubinstein, which if you don't know who he is TK on 911 Lone Star Key, my favorite show, so you should definitely watch it. But so that's why I've been lighting candles every day, so which has been good for me because I have a large candle collection, which I've mentioned, and I need to go through it. So I usually light a candle when I film and stuff. It just gives me a good aroma. And then I will also do that, light candles at 8 p.m. It used to be 7 p.m. but now it's 8 p.m. and I usually try to do that every day. It's just a good way to support everyone on the front lines of this COVID pandemic. That's all I'll say, but let's get into candles. First one I used up is Snow Day from Bath & Body Works, one of these mini candles. This one has like a fresh, like almost like vanilla type scent. Let's see what the notes say. A right blend of peppermint, sweet vanilla that captures the fun adventures of a snow-filled day. I definitely feel that. I don't know if I probably want to repurchase this. I'm trying to get off Bath & Body Works candles and their products, so definitely wouldn't repurchase this, but it was nice to light in the meantime. Then was Frosted Cupcake, and this basically just smells like a vanilla cupcake, which is nice. It smells really good, and this was another one of my favorites. I really like this. I'm just not buying any more Bath & Body Works candles, but I'm sure I can find this scent anywhere else. Honestly, I like more of these sweeter or fresher scents. This was a fresh scent that I didn't like. This one is the White Barn, which is Bath & Body Works Fresh Water and Seafall. This was very light and very fresh, but I honestly didn't like it. It kind of smells like linen, but not like in a good way. Like, I just don't like the smell of this. It almost smells like water and linen. It says it is a clean room fragrance with crisp something notes. It's scratched off, sea salt crystals, and a bright hint of citrus. I can definitely see all that, but it's just not my favorite. And honestly, like, it smells good when you're burning it, and then after it just smells like weird aftertaste. I don't know. So I wouldn't repurchase. I mean, I wouldn't repurchase any of these candles, but especially not that one. And then the last item / candle is the White Sand Beaches. Oh, I need to find a scent like this from like Target or something, because this smells so good. This almost smells like coconut and a nice smell. And man, honestly, if we're going that far, it basically just says it's a mix of coastal terry flower, sun-kissed driftwood, and bergamot leaves. And this is, oh, smells so freaking good. How many candle recommendations? I'm trying to get more into soy candles. I have, I think, 4 more Bath & Body Works candles used up, and some of them are seasonal. Like, I might honestly start lighting one of my fall candles now, because I just might, because like, it really doesn't make a difference, does it? No. But I really like this candle, and I need to find something like it. It smells so good. And I think Target has soy candles. I believe I read that somewhere. Wow, this empties video, like, I expected to be long, but not this long. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this empties video. Let me know what you've used up recently down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I post videos every single week. I've been trying to post at least 2 to 3 times a week. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you can get notified on all my future videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.